Today, I wanted to talk about what is the most important thing when it comes to land value and what's the difference between a big farmland in the middle of nowhere versus an inner city patch of land. My name is Thomas O'Regan, and over the last 3.5 years, me and my wife have built an 11 property portfolio, which is now worth $4 million. We started with $45,000 of capital, which we've turned into the property portfolio it is today without putting any other additional capital or money in from ourselves. Now, I want to talk about land, and this is what a lot of people get confused, especially when it comes to houses versus units. But land and buildings and property is only worth as much as what you can do with it, right? So what do I mean by that? I mean, for example, if you have if you have some land in the city, in a highly dense area, the square meterage rate might be something like $20,000 a square meter, possibly even more. And I'm just talking about 1 meter here. Versus if you were to go out in some regional town that only has 500 people, and then you step foot on some farmland out there, you might be standing on a square meter of land that is only worth 50 cents. Might sound crazy that you can get a square meter of land for 50 cents, but yes, you can get a square meter of land in the middle of nowhere for far less than that if you really wanted to. Now, what you have to understand is, or a lot of people get confused about is they say, I just want a house. I just want a house, and that's all. So obviously, the main value of the house is most of the time is tied to the land. So if you're getting a house on a piece of land that the land is only worth 50 cents a square meter, you're not really getting a good deal. Yes, you're getting a house, but you're buying the house because you think houses go up in value and apartments don't. And I'm talking about most people where they go wrong, but they don't actually understand what the value of the land is. So they're missing the point. Whereas, contrast that with an apartment that is in the city, on land that is a lot smaller than the house, but the square meter value of the land is maybe $20,000 a square meter. So you need a whole lot less land to be buying a whole lot more value. Now that we've got that out of the way, I just wanted to give some more examples, more different examples. So again, house or land is only worth what you can do with it. So if you go, here's an example. Okay, so if you go out into the middle of nowhere where there's no infrastructure, no town, no shops, nothing, there's nothing to do, and you go, oh yep, great, I want to build a high-rise apartment here. It's completely worthless. Like the apartment, after you've finished it, it would essentially be completely worthless because there is no value in the land, and additionally there's when I say it's the land is only as valuable as what you can do with it. It's like you can't do anything with an apartment complex that's in the middle of nowhere, right? But what can you do with an apartment complex that's in the city? Obviously, it's worth a lot more because people want to live in the apartment in the city. It's desirable, okay, because there's a lot of infrastructure around that. So when it comes to valuing land, that's just really something that you should think about. Don't just say, this land is bigger. I'm willing to pay more money for it. You got to understand what can this land be used for. Okay, so think about that, guys. And if you have any questions, just hit me up in the comments. Bye.